Alright, my Facebook minions, I got pretty bored of staying in the house. So this is what I'm planning to do. I'm going to grab the 46, go to the foot of the Bayonne Bridge, and walk across from New York, being Staten Island, into Jersey. Now, this is the first time out of 50 years of living on this earth, never once went across the Bayonne Bridge. Never attempted to cross the Bayonne Bridge, even though it was open to pedestrian public. Now, I should take the 46, or I should take the 53 into Port Richmond, but I got my body cam on me, so I'm using my cell phone for the duration of it, but I'm going to use my body cam for the rest. For those who are seeking adventure tonight, I'm going to see by foot on what our city bridge looks like at night. I'll be back with more details. So right now I'm going to walk from stop to stop, I guess, and grab the 46. And I'll check back with you later. All right. I finally made it into Port Richmond. The bridge is right there, if you can see it. I'm going to start recording from now until I get home. Now, welcome to my world, Knightangels, Nightwalkers. Today we're going to do the most amazing challenge there is. From Staten Island, we're going to walk over the bridge into Jersey and then back across. Now, this should be a safe walk, but I have the proper IDs on me. So if I should get stopped by Port Authority, I got the proper ID. So if we can't walk the bridge after midnight, we got a golden ticket. So, other words, what we're planning to do is, there's goals set. 1, to get to the foot of the bridge without getting hit by cars, and leave the Port Richmond side of Staten Island to get to the Jersey side. Now, do I have to pay a toll to get across? No, we don't have to pay a toll to get across. But while we're here, we'll give you a tour of Port Richmond. Only the streets that I walk on. If I sound like I'm out of breath or I am too loud, it's because of the traffic. Now, I'm listening to some good tunes. The bridge is right there. Now, the famous thing about this bridge been a backdrop in many movies. If you recognize the movie Two Family House, that bridge was seen in the background. Independence Day was another film where that bridge was in. There's so much history here on Staten Island, I don't even know where to begin. And I think Port Richmond is the best place to start when it comes to history. Back in the day, Port Richmond used to be the cleanest place on the island. where you can shop freely, don't worry about crime. And what happened today, we're letting it slip. But there's the bridge. I'm going to let this sit on my chest for a little while. And then you can see the traffic right there. We're going to make excuse me. We're going to make a left at the light, which would be Nicholas. So right now, we're walking down Castleton to Nicholas, and we're going to make a left at the light. Then we're going to make a left on Nicholas and make a right on Ennis. Yes, I know this area, so don't be fooled. Now, bathroom breaks. Look at that, I see people on the bridge already. Now back to the Bayonne Bridge. We are going to cross that bridge, and we're going to look at some spectacular views. I'm glad I'm doing this. I was putting this off for quite some time. Let's see, baby. Let's see. Still posting? The Pope. And Castleton. We just walked. We're in front of, or in back of, the famous Raiders, Port Richmond Raiders, right behind a field. And as I'm giving you a tour of Port Richmond, now, when I was little, when I used to go to PS20, we used to go to this field. We used to have picnics. We used to have field days. It was great. Being a kid was awesome. Right now, if you see, we're following the 46. I'm going to turn that around. See, that's the 46 bus stop. We're going to connect onto Ennis Street. So from Nicholas to Ennis, but we're going to take a little shortcut. Now, this side street is unpredictable because I don't know what the hell is it, because the street sign's missing. So, we're going to make a left here on Charles. So we're going to make a right turn on Charles, follow this road all the way up to Ennis, and then Ennis will take us to the foot of the bridge. I'll be back in a few moments when we get to another key point. Now that's something. People are enjoying the day or night while they're doing work in the yards. Brief update. Now we're walking on the side of Charles where Port Richmond is. The front of the school is around the corner, so we're on the side. So, I didn't go to Port Richmond, but I was a Wagner student. So where's all my Wagner Falcons out there? Any Falcons? And give me a shout out. But here I stand right at the front door of Port Richmond High School. Now I don't know when they redone this part, but they did a spectacular job preserving this side of the building. Now, see? They even got the sign in there that is etched out Port Richmond. Don't worry, I'm going to do some serious editing when I get home tonight. Alright, so we're going to let it stand at this. We're walking up Charles. Now who's in charge? But we're walking up Charles. We should be hitting in the street in about 5 seconds. Don't you ever have one of those days where you're lifting heavy furniture and you need a break? Well, this is the biggest break that I can ask for. St. Joseph's is where I'm at. Behind me you see John's Deli. They make excellent food here. So when I used to work at 1625 Forest Avenue, we used to make a group order from John's Deli. So if you're ever in the area and you're walking across that bridge, drop in. So I didn't know what that side street was. That side street was St. Joseph and Inner Street. So now we make it to Inner Street. There's a one-way street, which is Trenter, I do believe. If I could see any street signs that indicating that that's Trenter, then we're heading to the foot of the bridge. So, safety first. When we get up to Trenter, then we're halfway there. And I bet you we'll catch some good sunset shots. And there's a 46. That's funny. I'll grab the 46 on the way back because it's a long walk. Now, as we're walking up Trenter, I do believe, this street would take us all the way up to Forest Avenue. Now, I don't know anything about this fucking street, and I don't really care. But I'm a Staten Islander. I'm going to leave the chips fall what they may. So, don't come targeting me because I don't know my shit. So, I'm going to look up on my phone the information before that bridge was lifted. All right, we got a nice little park over here. We're trying not to get hit because I'm the face of my company, so I'm not going to try to get hit. All right, that's kind of adorable. All right. How'd that walk? All right, so we're up on Trina, and we're right by the foot of the bridge. And what's going to make this fascinating is to walk across. Let's get this done, baby. We're going to Jersey, and we're doing this shit by foot. And we got to make it back across before midnight. Woo! All right, here we are at the foot of the Bayonne Bridge. Look at it. Walker Street's up there. Walker and Trina's right there. And the bridge is right here. Now, bicyclists begin here. Now, there's rules for this bridge. I guess one of them is no jumping, right? Bayonne Bridge, pedestrian and bike path rules. Pedestrians and bicyclists are permitted. All users keep right. Pass only on the left. Cyclists must yield to pedestrians. Loitering prohibited. I mean, they don't want you standing on this fucking thing. Paths may be closed due to weather or maintenance or activities. For more information, visit www.pannewjersey.gov. I'm dressed decent for this walk, so let's begin. Let's get into it. Here's a bike repair station, and we looked at the station while we were on Google Maps. We gotta watch because we have traffic coming down here. I should just pause it. All right, I got my body cam on. I got this. Pathway closed Friday, 11:59 p.m. I don't know if that's irrelevant because it's Sunday, because it's saying Monday through Friday. But us, we like to obey the rules. But being that it's Sunday, would they mind? Because we got to be back over this bridge by midnight. So I ain't getting stuck in Jersey. I ain't getting stuck in Jersey because this pathway saying Monday through Friday, and they told our asses to stay to the right. Well, here we are. The foot of the Bayonne Bridge. You pay, you're tolled through that. That's cashless tolling. They put a sound barrier right there. There's the First Avenue exit. That's my favorite exit of all time. Look how beautiful this bridge is. I mean, it's amazing. I'm going to switch back to my body camera. I'm back with my body camera. Now look at the structure of this bridge. Do you realize this bridge is 150 feet? This bridge is 150 feet. And from my house, we actually seen this built when I was at the house. We seen this getting built or raised. I think I'm going to get amazing shots from up here. Really, I'm glad I'm doing this. Right now we're on the bike path, and you see how high these the fence is. You see how high it is. And I'm not the only one with the idea. Look at this view. Man, look at this. Man. I'm going to stop using my phone because now I'm getting very confused. Wow. So now I'm going to let my body cam do the work. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Look how beautiful this is. My first time ever crossing this bridge. Look at this. Neighborhood and people connecting neighborhoods. Here's a whole thing on the construction of the Bayonne Bridge and the history of the Bayonne Bridge as well. Look at that. Oh, Ed. What the? Oh. Wow, look at this. Wow. If I sound excited, because man, look at this. There goes Port Richmond right there. We were just there. One World Trade is right there. And Port Richmond High School's right there. And it's fabulous. In minutes, we're going to be crossing into Jersey. Sit back and have a nice, relaxing view. Because I'm doing all the work, right? Now look at that. The abandoned railroad tracks, man. Me and my cousin used to hang out on those shits. And there goes John Street. Let's see. This is where we were.
I feel like we started.
There's John Street. There's Port Richmond. And Nicholas is where the street we just walked up on. on the way back. Now, Staten Island used to have what you call the North Shore Rail Line, which you can see from up here. That's been discontinued mid-80s. Now, they were using that as a freight line. Now, you can't see because it's dark up here, but if you look down, there's a pedestrian bridge to one of the stations that used to connect underneath the bridge. Now, drive safe. Now look, we're still looking almost like 20 blocks, man. Holy shit. This is all of Staten Island right here, bro. Let's check to see where we are now. Look at that. Wow. We're not even in the middle of the bridge yet. Look at that. Each Staten Island neighborhood look like it could fit in the palm of your hand. For years, I wanted to know, what does Richmond Terrace look like? Forgive me if I sound like a tourist, but this is exciting for me. We are actually walking to Jersey. It's amazing. If I lived in this area, I'd be doing this shit every day. I'm telling you, if you look behind me, look at the stretch of walkway we have. I'm like, yo, what's up with that? Look at it, the sun just went down. And we got more bridge to go. Ain't no strangers to love. There goes the continuation of John Street. Not Johnson, hint hint, John Street. And there's Richmond Terrace. The terrace. FedEx. Broadway stages. Wow, look at this. More information on the bridge. Look at this. Wow, look at that. That's Richmond Terrace right below us. Wow. If you're afraid of heights, don't look down. Oh my God. You're like, damn. Look at this. Richmond Terrace. Holy shit. It looks totally amazing from up here. I mean, it really does. And everybody does this almost every single day. Either when they're relaxing, or relaxing, leisure, or going to work. People walk and ride their bikes every day. And it's really fascinating. There's our mark right there. Kennedy Boulevard. No, not Kennedy's Fried Chicken. There's the New York City skyline. Look at this, man. Count the streets and see how many. See if you can find Port Richmond. Wow, no, this is like, woo! Wow. Now, when I was a kid, I used to hang out on the docks down here. Matter of fact, underneath the bridge, actually. Now, from the abandoned train station all the way to the docks, we used to hang out here. Now look at this. Now it turns into bike and pedestrian crossing. So now look at look at okay. Look at it. The street turned Irish down there. Went from red to green. And here we are. Wow, look at all those red lights down there. We're now leaving Staten Island. Now look at it. We're about 150 feet up over the water. They want to make sure y'all get your point across. No trespassing. Yes, they said it, and they mean it. Now, for once, when I was a kid, till I was growing up, I drove over this bridge. Matter of fact, when I first got my driver's license, I drove over this bridge before it was raised. Now it's different. There's the old piece of the bridge right here. All they had to do was raise it up. You can see it. And there's the Kilvan Cove. Let's not get it twisted. This is the Kilvan Cove. Now we're away from Staten Island. I'm going to take my phone out. I'm going to take some selfies. First using my body camera. And then So that red light is the middle of the bridge. Now, once we get exactly in the middle, I'll start firing off some shots. I'm starting to get dizzy, bro. I mean, it's really just looking up. I am getting fucking dizzy just by looking up. All right. This pole right here. All right. We're standing right on the borderline of Jersey and Staten Island. That's funny. One more. Tony Montana said this: the world is yours. He's a Cuban refugee, and I'm using Italian analogies. All right, here we go. The best way to take a selfie, right? Just record yourself. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's it. That's awesome. I'm sporting that red in my new glasses, and we're further and further away from Port Richmond. Because there's Richmond Terrace right there. There's Richmond Terrace right there. And we're right in the middle of the Kilburn Coal. So here we are. Three, 2, 1. 2027 from the time we left Staten Island. We're now into Jersey. And the Kilburn Coal looks twice as nice at night, see? And there's Richmond Terrace right there. Just shows you I'm not lying. My police lights are on. I shut them off. There we go. Those emergency lights don't need to come on. But yeah. Everybody else got the idea. They're taking pictures. I'm like, wow. (2027) we just crossed the border from New York into New Jersey. And what it states on Google Maps was actually correct. I'm not going to sleep on it, but we're actually over the Bayonne Bridge. So let's take a look on what we learned, because my camera is going to be the one that's taking the real documentaries instead of my cell phone. I'm only taking bits and pieces with my phone, but I'm not going to use the phone because of battery issues. But we're going to look over there, and our target was Brady's Docks, but we're not going to go that far. But once I go home and do some editing, I'll paint a full picture for you. So right now, I'm going to switch to my body cam. You enjoy the ride, and I'm enjoying the view, the breeze, and the music. No trespassing. There we go. Stop. I actually thought somebody was standing there. Alright. I gotta stop drinking. My dudes. Now, my phone is going to be put away because of battery issues. So now I'm going to be using my body cam. This is crucial because it's 10 hours battery life, but I only got a 64 card in it. So let's see what it would be like on the Jersey side. So as you see, everything looks different at night. You got the volleyball court down there. You got Brady's Docks right down there. And in between, we got to be careful because laws are different in Jersey. I know this for a fact. I used to hang out in Jersey. More pictures of the bridge. Now, here's its schematics. The original bridge was constructed in 1931. 1,675 feet. Total length, 6,661 feet. Overall arch, 325 feet. Toll booths, total clearance, 151 feet. This bridge was 151 feet at one time. In 2019, and we saw them doing this from my house, which is over there, 1,675 feet, which did not change. 7,160 feet, that changed the total of length because they raised it. 325 feet, that never changed. That dynamics never changed. Cashless tolling system now implemented from toll booths. The bridge was raised to 250 feet. Now, believe it or not, we were 215 feet. If I walked this bridge when it was 151 feet, it would have been a difference, because now the inclines of this bridge is deeper than it was the last time when they lifted. So you can feel the vibrations of the cars running across the bridge into Jersey. And you can feel the vibrations. Every car that comes over, you can feel it. And we picked the perfect time to do it. Here we are. We are now in Jersey. You can hear the kids below us, see? We'll post the last video that we had. There we go. It's still posting. There's Manhattan right there. And look at it. You got tennis courts right here. Somebody looked like they were having a good time. See, you got the baseball field, tennis courts, volleyball courts, children's play areas. If I had a car, I would take my grandkids over here. But look at it. It's extraordinary beautiful, really. I mean, too bad my wife is missing out on all of this. But look at it. We went from Richmond Terrace to Kennedy Boulevard. The traffic lighting system is a little different too. If you look down below, you see that traffic light system is a little different. And this is what we got on this side of the bridge. Remember, this side of Jersey, there's really nothing here. No residential area on that side, but now you've got residential areas, you got parks, you got everything underneath the sun. Look at it. Look at the difference between Jersey and Staten Island. I want to get to the parks down. When I get off the bridge, I want to get to one of these parks. You can see the haziness over there. It's a little hazy on the New York side. That's cool. Wow! Tea. Our goal is, our primary objective is to get to Kennedy Boulevard. That's our primary objective. Everything that we've seen online. There's Jersey Transit. There's the 10 bus. Or the 112. The 10 and the 112 runs up that street right there. This is modified, but people won't climb the fence and jump over. Look at that. The largest container port in that side of Jersey. Turn that bread! Live your prerogative! Look out, look at it. Look at the streets. They're bare at night. Now, I am a thoroughbred. Born and raised on Staten Island. Growing up as a kid in West Brighton houses. I never in my freaking life never walked across the Bayonne Bridge. Well, I'm going to give you a favorite treat. Not only next time we come out here, will probably be next Sunday. We're going to explore Jersey's transit system. From there, we're going to take the 89 to 34th Street to see if we get to the American Dream Mall by taking public transit. Yes, you said that right. I said that right. We're going to see if we can take public transit to the mall further in Jersey. I already planned the trip, but it depends, hint, hint, if I'm going to do it or not. But if somebody beats me to it, I'm strangling your fucking asses. Jersey Turnpike. See, I used to get the Turnpike from here. So now you got the Jersey Turnpike, the 440, which continues into Jersey, and the sign stapled for Jersey City. And now, here's our mark. Kennedy Boulevard. We're going to hit our first bus stop on Kennedy. So that is our mark. We got a store down there. You think we're going to cover all of this? Because look how many miles the bridge goes in. That's a smart idea. Somebody boxed out their driveway. Why didn't the people on Staten Island do that? Box out their driveway. Now we got that. We got the container port across the water there. So we're basically away from Staten Island. And we staying alive at 45. There's another Jersey bus. So next time when I cross this bridge, I'm going to see if I could get to American Dream Mall by taking public transit. So that's what I'm going to do next. Time check, 2046. We're basically over the bridge, but now we're taking the landing into Kennedy Boulevard. But there's the largest container port right there. We got one for Staten Island, but it's not the largest. But there's the mall we looked at over there. Our police station should be not too far from that. I wonder if 911 is the same in Jersey. I kid. Yeah, it's the same. Oh shit, a Dollar Tree! Yo, dude, that's up! Wait a minute, you mean Google Maps didn't update their shit? Because there's a Dollar Tree right there. So that means this is the exit I'll have to get off. If I'm driving, of course. Now here we are. We're rolling up, or shall I say, walking towards Kennedy Boulevard. So I'm going to stay off my cell phone because I don't want to be a statistic and get hit. So let's do things the right way. Now, I get to see this for myself. I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh. That is placed here for no cars could run across this. was do video. Video's better. I could just freeze frame it. There we are, baby. Bayonne, New Jersey. And man, it felt like forever. It felt like it was forever. Now, let's see. My body cam will do this. There we are. Welcome to New Jersey, Bayonne, Hudson County. We made it. Now, let me get the fuck off this lawn before we end up getting arrested. The laws are different in fucking state. All right, same thing. Pathway closed, 11 to 5 a.m. Pathway closed Monday through Friday. Oh shit. Look at this, man. We are in Jersey. We're actually on Jersey. Let me see. Oh, well, if I get the answer machine, I am calling from Jersey. It's amazing. And I'm trying not to get killed out here because of the traffic pattern's different. Don't worry, I work for the NYPD. And I think jaywalking will be kind of strict out here, but now my first object is to look for that damn bus stop. Wow. Wonder if it's advanced. New Jersey Turnpike. Next right. Hey, look. No left turns. Gotcha. New Jersey got your back. No left turns. These neighborhoods are nice at night. Very nice. I'm not even shaking. Look at that, see? Don't you hate it when you have to go to Google Maps? Hello? Hey, guess where I'm calling from? Nope. A little further than downstairs. I'll give you a clue. Next right is the New Jersey Turnpike. I am in Jersey. I kid you not. Yep. As we speak, I am now on Kennedy Boulevard and East North Street. Yeah. There we go. Got to cross that street safely. I tell you one thing, it's absolutely amazing. It's amazing to walk this far and not have a car. I'm like, wow. I'm like, dude, this is the best romantic walk we could have done. But the weather's right for some reason. The weather's right and everything is still open. I'm like, if you were here to see it with me, you will absolutely love it. But the challenge is this. I got to walk across the bridge again to get to Staten Island. So the funniest thing is like I was going to go to the park, but now I'm on a hunt to find a bus stop. Now actually, I've seen a lot of buses out here. And the Touch of Jersey bus, that's like gold. All right, this was up on Google Maps. This was definitely up on Google Maps. This wooded piece right here. But you know what's funny? I'm not a New Jerseyan, so I don't know what the laws consist when it comes to trespassing. So I just want to be careful. JF Kennedy Boulevard, then East North Street. I'm like, don't worry, I'm videotaping the whole thing. I'm like, wow, they got run down areas too. Now, I'll be afraid, man. I would be deadly afraid. I mean, yield to pedestrian traffic. So let's see. That don't work. You gotta get that fixed. It's green though. Lights are green. I don't want to get killed. Oh no! They're gonna oh, likewise. Oh, let's see. I think I know where the bus stop is. The bus stop is right here. And plus, what time did I leave the house? It's 20:59, and I just walked over the Bayonne Bridge. So I got to the Bayonne Bridge, to middle of it, at 20:27. So I got to get back over that bridge before midnight. They don't close the bridge they wanted people not to walk over it, but they work on the bridge at night, so the bridge is closed from 10 to 5, 8 to 5 in the morning. So, Linden Street. Sound familiar? No, you're in Staten Island, schmuck. That's funny. You know they got a Dollar Tree out here? Right when I got off the bridge, there's a Dollar Tree 2 blocks away. There's the bus. There's the bus. Let's follow it to the bus stop. You giving me a bus? I think that's the New Jersey 10. Yes, everything is going to come out. Jersey. Wow. The streets are run down just like... I am amazed that... I mean, after all these years, I've been driving into Jersey. Pinch me. Pinch me. I'm actually walking in Jersey at night. And my hands aren't shaking. I'm like, oh, most likely. Because I got to turn around and get back to the bridge. Newark Bay. There's a walkway? All right. Newark Bay walkway. Where is that at? It's to the left. All right. I'll catch up to you. And I found the bus stop. I met my goal. I walked into Jersey and I found the bus stop. Tag, get it. Wow. All right, hon. All right, ladies and gents. The moment you've all been waiting for. I'm on the corner of West 8th and Kennedy Boulevard. Our first mark was to meet at this bus stop right here. That's it. We completed all our goals. The next goal is to find a bathroom and go back over the bridge. But you know what? I'm going to hang out here until I get back that way. So what I'm going to do is, instead of going the way I came because people getting off the expressway, I have to go back the other way safely, hook around, and go back to the bridge. I'm glad I did this tonight. I'm really glad. And the time I reached this bus stop was 21:03. I reached a New Jersey bus stop from Staten Island. I think that is the 10 or the 12. I don't know. I'm not from around here. As a New York City law enforcement officer, crosswalks are the same way. There's a pattern. You go this way and then that way. And then that way. So there's the pattern. But I don't want to end up in a Jersey hospital. So, but it feels like these lights are a little bit longer than they are. Even jaywalking's legal in New York. I still want to use the same format. Always look at the traffic lights too, These traffic lights are different. So always look at the traffic lights. When they turn green, that means they got right of way. When they turn red, that should turn to walk. Or you can press the button. That's supposed to set the signals to green and red. And here's another Jersey bus stop, which we just located. But the downside to a New Jersey bus stop, these bus stops ain't numbered. You have to really look at the sign to find out what buses run out here. So right now, in both directions, you got the 10 and the 119 going further into Bayonne towards the water. And you got the 119 and the 10 going up Kennedy. So, you really have to look at these signs. I'm going to take a better picture of this. That was the bus stop I was supposed to encounter when I got off the bridge. That was the first bus stop I was supposed to encounter. We walked a mile away from the bridge, so let's do this. Jesus saves, no doubt. There's a lot of security cameras here too. There are some areas that I'm skeptical on, but I'm not really worried about.
Wait.
That's where we gotta go. We gotta go back up that way. Let's see how long these lights change. Compared to New York, I doubt it. I like that. They got reflectors on the traffic signals. I like that. That looked like an abandoned piece of property.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
Wow, it even counts down?
4, 3.
Jesus. New York, you don't get that shit. I don't know what street I'm walking down on, but I'm going to go to Google Maps, and it should show me right where I am. According to Google Maps, I'm on North Street. I'm about a mile away from the 440. Hold me, I'm scared. There's a lot of Jersey plates around me. Now, if you look at the map, you know what? Better yet, let's do it on satellite. All right. This is me. This is me looking at my phone, looking at a map. See? Now, look. We're going to... They got a 7-Eleven. Wow, it's like nice. It's like I never left home. Okay. I'm sorry. It's not like I had never left home. So we're on North Street, and we just left Kennedy. My back is fucking me up. All right, so we just left Kennedy Boulevard, and we're walking down to 7-Eleven. Once we get to 7-Eleven, oh, they got a Dunkin' out here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They got a Dunkin' out here. Oh yeah. Ah, we got Bayonne's finest. See that? EMS. I didn't walk from Staten Island just to go to Dunkin' Donuts. They opened at 10. Sunday. 10. Okay. Do they have a restroom in there? Generally not, because it is Jersey. No, they don't have a restroom in there. They probably have one in 7-Eleven. I'm going to take a nice little 5-minute break here. Go to 7-Eleven and then go back to the bridge. Is that a train station? Get out. That's a train station. Holy crap. I just went from Kennedy and I hit a train station. That is fucking hilarious. There we go. New Jersey Transit. Passenger information. Now, wow. We're here. We're in the southern part. Wow. Now we're in front of the path. Look at that. I mean, the light rail. Let me see how much the tickets are. What the fuck, man? On Staten Island, we got the Omni system. Let me see what the difference is between tickets. Let's see. Coins. Debit card. I wonder if the Omni card works out here. I don't want to take that risk, but I have the New Jersey Transit app already in my phone. Let's see how much is it for a one-way. You got the 30-day. It's easy to use it. So if we get a zone to New York, I'm curious. Zone 2 is $126. Get the hell out of here. I was like, I'm not paying that money. No. Pick a destination. Okay. Route number 82. Adult. Alright. It says it does Visa, Discover, and Apple Pay and GPay. I am daring to do this. No, it doesn't accept Omni. So, those who travel into New York and from New York, your shit is out of luck. Wow. I'm standing under the light rail now. That's crazy. And there's the train now. Wow. The transit looks more cleaner than us pigs normally have our transit. Wow. We gotta take care of our shit. $15-minute parking? Okay. Enough time. All right. I think I killed some time in Jersey, so I'm gonna hit the 7-Eleven, see if they have a restroom inside, and go back to the bridge. I should say hello to the cops while I'm here too. One more. That's it. That's much better. There you go. 8th Street Station. We made it that far. That's how far we went. We went from the 10, the 19, and there's another bus stop right there. I wonder which one that is. See, there's a bus stop right there. When we leave the 7-Eleven, we'll go to that bus stop. What's fascinating about this? Let's see. This is proof that I was in Jersey, see? New Jersey Transit. A way to go. Emergency no parking. 8:23, 8 to 3 event. So they have events in Jersey. This is the Muni meter system. That's kind of freaky. We started doing this on Staten Island, so all of New York is doing it. How are you?
That's crazy. I was just talking about security guys.
Oh, really? Well, I'm not from around here. I'm from New York. I just.
Stop beating.
Well, I'm just met a couple of people in Jersey. Jersey after dark, man. That's it. I'm gonna peep out this Dunkin' Donuts, and then get back to the Bayonne Bridge. See if I can find a restroom. If I don't find one, I got places where I could go. We're not gonna stop it. Oh, the bathroom's not working. Right, that's it. That's crazy. How are you today? Can I get a medium coffee, half and half sweet?
Sure.
I was going to ask you if I could use the bathroom, but I see the sign.
No, it's open. We have to. Oh my God, we have to take that sign off.
Oh, thank you, because it's a long walk. Because I just came from Staten Island,
Oh, okay, yeah.
so it's a long walk back over the bridge.
Yeah, it's a lot. I used to run over there, so I know.
No kidding.
So, that's it, right? And you said cream with light, right?
Yes.
And you don't want sugar, right?
Sugar 3.
Perfect. It's gonna be 404.
There you go. Oh, I'm giving you $1. Like, look at me. Must be suffering from fatigue because I thought it was a $5 bill. All right, there we go. All right, I'll give you that for a mistake.
No worries about it.
Thank you.
And there you go, sir.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and you can go ahead and use that.
Oh, thank you so much.
What kind of donuts do you have?
Thank you so much. You guys have a good night. All right, the safest way back to the Bayonne Bridge. Let's see. All right. The bridge. I didn't come all the way up to Staten Island for Dunkin' Donuts coffee in Jersey. No, I'm not going to do that. I mentioned that there was a bus stop across the street, right? Let's check that bus stop out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. You know what? Do it. All right. Boom. There we go. There we go. Now, look at that. Now, the bus stop across the street. So here we are. We're in Jersey. And here we could catch this is what I mean with no signs. With their bus stop signs, it's a little different. Like, I want to catch the bus in New York. Our routes are basically easy and recognizable because we have the routes of the buses that are running. Here, if you look closely, we have the 81 to Exchange Place and the 120 to New York Wall Street. See, but you have to look at these signs very, very carefully to find out where the hell you are. Now, according to Google Maps, we could go that way towards the bridge, or we could go that way. So what we're going to do is, we're going to go under the light rail and onto the other side. But I do have respect for the law. So we're going to take our time, walk down this way, and then hook it, while we're enjoying our coffee. That's what's up. Jersey water is good. I seem like I'm doing a lot of jaywalking. But that's good. But we got another bus stop here. Now we're running into bus stops like crazy because this one is the 120 and the 181, which we just found out. We looked it up online, and New Jersey Transit does got some nice looking buses, and the lines are better too, but to me it feels kind of complicated. But that'll be my next trip. You can hear the cars coming overhead and down below. But it looks dark and eerie down here, so it looks like I'm going to get jumped, but not. But I thought traveling to work every day would be scary, but nah. I'm not. But you gotta pay attention to the streets around here. You can get lost. If you don't know how to go back to the bridge, then you're done, because there's the Bergen County light rail right there. Ain't these things amazing? Like, there's the Bergen County light rail right there. And there's the 440. Here's where we saw the main street from the bridge. Now we stay on this walkway. There should be signs pointing us to the Bayonne Bridge. So as the sun's going down, what do you mean the sun's going down? The sun is gone. And a stop signs light up. This is like a whole damn country. The sun went down. We're in the middle of, we're at the beginning of Bayonne. Now look at this. Bayonne Little League Skate Park and Bike Park. All that came up on Google Maps when we mapped this whole thing out. And I like what they did to the driveways. They boxed them out so nobody could park in their driveway. So that is pretty darn cool though. See, New York is missing the mark when they boxed out driveways. And look, their signs are even illuminating. You got illuminated stop signs. I bet you if you have an open window somewhere around here, that can be aggravating. Now look at that tree over there. If you're a proud homeowner, that tree is probably decorated for Christmas. There's a lot of ideas going around my freaking mind. Me and my Jersey coffee, hitting it up, bro. I wonder if I could get nah. It's not 1 o'clock in the morning. It's not after midnight. Walking in from Staten Island. Walking in from Staten Island and hanging out in Jersey, even though it's just for like a half an hour. It's a hell of a ride. But I like these boxed out driveways. All right, let's try you. Holy shit, it's actually working? I need to borrow somebody's, it was working. All right. There's another Jersey bus. If I get locked out in Jersey, then there's a way for me to get home. I will have to take the PATH train. I'm going to have to take the light rail up to 34th Street, take the fast ferry into Manhattan, and then take the train, take the train downtown till I hit the Staten Island ferry, and just take the ferry across. It's the cheapest way of getting around. All right, it's not working. I don't want to stay here as long as I have to. go back to oh no, I'm on Manor Road. Get the fuck out of here. Not Manor Road, Staten Island, Manor Road, New Jersey. Manor Road, Bayonne, New Jersey. So I was right about this street. This street will take me back to the bridge. Because you see Kennedy right there. If we take Kennedy from north to south, we'll hit the park. And there's the bus. I just talked to the bus drivers out here. Is what we see, we were here earlier, but it's funny. We are on Manor Road. This is funny. These are condos? All right. We reach our final end of Jersey. There, we're face to face with Jersey Transit. Look at that. Their buses are more better than ours. You see that? All right. We're back at JFK Boulevard, and we're at the foot of the Bayonne Bridge. Would it be any different taking the bridge back? I don't know. We got 200 and something feet, and I had an awesome time in Jersey, even though it was for a couple of hours. Man, what a ride. I got to explore more ground than I normally explored. Well, thank you, Bayonne, for taking the time to show me around your fabulous town. And now I think it's time to end it, where we go back to New York and suffer the consequences. Who's going to be the next mayor? The world may never know. Stay to the right, right? Begin. And as the rule states, we stay on the right side of the bridge. I got my New Jersey coffee. They do close the bridge. They do close the bridge at night because you can see it. See? Bayonne Bridge closed. And they have the gates at the foot of the bridge. I don't know if they keep them open all night, but I didn't want to risk it because but it looked like they chained open for a reason, so it looked like they never closed them, only when they do work on the bridge. So look at the difference now. It goes from an incline, then flat, then it inclines again. This is 230 feet. Oh. I was like, I gave a that was funny. I gave the woman $1, and I thought I gave her a 5. She's got the look. See where that red light is? That's where the middle is. Do 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 do. See, look. See now, look. We are now leaving New Jersey. We are now leaving Jersey at 21:59. So that means we spent an hour in Jersey. A whole hour in Jersey. Wow. Now, if we do this, they say we have to stay to the right, but we can't see nothing on the right side. So, almost everything here. Wow. Now, look at that. Now we got the protective barrier. Too bad they didn't do a walkway on that side. That'd be nice. Now look, this is where we were. That's where we were. We were over there. Now, the store that we saw is on this street right here. Now remember, I told my wife I saw one side street has a store on this side. See? There's the traffic light. There's a store. Store's right there. We can't see it from this side of the bridge, but there was a store right there. It's on the left-hand side. Nope, we still can't see it. Yep, there it is. That's the store. There it is. That's the store we were in. That's the store right there. I gotta get the pickles out of my sandwiches. What a ride, though. What we can do is we could take the 44 back home, or we could take the 46. But if you're ever in the if you're ever on the North Shore of Staten Island and you happen to be by the Bayonne Bridge, there's two ways you could get here. Take the 44 or the 46 or the 89. But you will want to stay on the 89 and cross the bridge that way. But it's an awesome experience. All right. The 10 goes right down that street right there. So next Sunday we're going to do this. We're going to go to the end of the bridge, go down JFK at Boulevard, and there's the park. That's our next target, which would be the park, the water with the spectacular waterfront view. Fuck, I'm driving across this bitch next time. No, this is fun. You got it, Jersey. You got it. Good information, but do you know, if you take all the water out of the Kilvan coal, or fresh kills, whatever you want to call it, but this is the Kilvan coal right here. You take out all the water, you know you can walk from there to there. If you took out all the water. Well, he can see my LED lights from here, so. Actually, let's do this. NYPD. Look at that. Look at that. The parks don't even close, not even sundown. See? And if we go back to Staten Island, we get chased out of these parks. Look at this. You got the lights on, people playing tennis. People are going to the park. If I walk through Clove Lakes this time of night, I get chased out of that bitch. Love 42. There we be here, fellas. Home. See? That's Staten Island right there in all its glory. Jersey, bye-bye. What's that big red sign there? Oh, okay. It's a senior center. Okay. Almost forgot my own borough. All right. Whoa. Not good. I gotta be careful because now my balance is starting to become a little off. It's a medical condition, so I gotta be alert. If I was a PA cop, I would love walking this bridge or probably start a bike patrol over these two bridges. Oh. Man, that shit's good. There, right by the foot of the bridge, we got Port Richmond and Elm Park. If you're not from Staten Island, if you don't know what I'm talking about,
Take geography. Because Elm Park is right underneath the bridge. Our Catholic church used to be down there. You know, it's funny. When we enter Staten Island, right? We start from Richmond Terrace all the way up to Walker. So the entrance to this pedestrian pathway is, wow, holy shit, that's a long way down. Oh, they do got cameras up here. That's cool. Let's see. Holy shit, that's a long way down. There we go. Now look at that. That's all of Jersey right there. And then look at it. See? That's a long ass walk from end to end. New Jersey, baby. New Jersey, New York. New Jersey, New York. New Jersey, New York. Richmond Terrace looks like it's at a standstill. Nope, that's a traffic light. And we should be on Staten Island in about a few minutes. Obey the rules. Somebody was getting the party started. Somebody looked like they had a cerveza. It looked like they had a cerveza. Oh, there's another one. They were definitely toasting to freedom. They were toasting to freedom, because you got a beer bottle there, and then you got a tequila or a vodka bottle right there. Tequila! I wonder, trespassing is not a serious charge. So if you get caught for trespassing, it's only a 3-year minimum, maybe 4 years. But lucky this time of night, the bridge is open 24 hours a day. The bridge is open 24 hours during the weekday, Monday to Friday. Just follow the signs. More. Beautiful sights here. Look at that. Now we're coming back into Staten Island. Now look how beautiful it is. Now we started all the way over here, right? Now look. We crest that hill right there. And now we're over here on this side. Exit 13 Morningstar Road and Richmond Terrace. See? Exit 13. Morningstar Road and Richmond Terrace. We're almost there, people. We're almost there. Tow cars 2238. Holy shit. If you use the Easy Pass, discounts are available. No cash accepted. Wow. Holy shit. Now see that? See where that walkway curves? See where that walkway curves? That's Trinner. Now, we started from here earlier, and now look at it. We're a quarter of the way over the bridge. Stop it. Now we're back on Staten Island. We went from Richmond Terrace all the way to Trinner. There go Port Authority. Not the police. Port Authority. Road crews. They're going to make a U-turn and they're going to come around this way. There, Port Richmond High School. I thought I could see my house from here. My coffee's almost gone. All right, we'll do it right by the school right here. Because now, there go Port Richmond High School right there. So we're basically almost completed our task for the day. I'm going to put this camera down somewhere where it won't get I'm trying to find a nice good place to put it. Okay. Stand outside in front of the school. Okay. What we're going to do? Now, we're going to wait until we get to the school. Because we're by the football field. We're right there. Wow, that smells ultimately charming. Okay. All right. Here's would be a perfect spot. Actually, away from the. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We walked from Trainer Place, Staten Island, to Kennedy Boulevard in Jersey. I hope you enjoy our trip, but it's not over yet. We still got plenty more to do, and still time to do it. While I wrap it up here at the Bayonne Bridge, the foot of, we'll pick it up when we get to West Brighton. But I'm going to leave my camera on for the duration of the trip. But follow me here, people. Follow me. Lord Jesus, we know who you are. The most vulnerable, the most lovable being on this planet that loves us so much. Thank you for our health, our mind, our body, this day, or shall I say night. Clear views of the stars in the sky, the planes in the air, the drones that are floating by night. Lord, I thank you for each time we get up in the morning or get up in night, and from going to bed to getting up. Lord, I thank you for the bottom of my heart. In your name I pray. Amen. And if you agree with me that tonight's a perfect night to walk the bridge, especially with your kids, dog, ride a bike, come out and do it. It's healthy. Remember, we got to pay the toll. It's $22. It's $22.80. That's funny. $22.80. Gotta remember that. Look how beautiful it is, though. Look how beautiful it is. Now, we're wrapping it up here, and then we got this way, and look at this. Look at this. We walked the whole entire length of the bridge. Wow. $278. Don't worry, we're in love so bad. Truly loving you. Naughty girls need to get hit too. I really, really, really like to love you so. Really it is to make me love you so. I only ever wanna let you go. You started something, just one seed. Hold on me. I only wanna be with you. Doesn't matter what you do. I always want a moment of the day with you. They got outhouses right there. Alright. I wonder if we could use them. All right, so we're near Port Richmond. We're near Port Richmond. We're back in Port Richmond, actually. See? They do close them. So they're chained. They chained to stay open. But it is open. All right, there it is. We walked all of that. Look at that. There's our bathroom right there. Well, we're back on Staten Island. Time check. 22:37. We're back on Staten Island. It took us a while because the bridge was, wow, 230 feet. I mean, that's a hell of a stretch. 230 feet. Well, I've been gassy today. I'm sorry. I've been way gassy today. We're back on Staten Island. We're in Port Richmond. We're back on Staten Island. We got two options. We could take the 46 or we could take the 44. So I'm going to go to my trusty bus app. Now we're back in Staten Island. We got the 46 to St. George in 26 minutes. We got the 53 in 22 minutes. And there's no such thing as the 44 because the 44 is right up there. This is not the end of our journey yet, but we just completed a walk across the bridge. We're just going to keep on walking until the bus comes. Hopefully, we'll get back to the middle of the bridge by going this way. This is where we started. We started right here. See? The 44 is right up there, and the 46 is right down there. Gee. Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a bus by the tire. If they holler 'em, let 'em go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. There's a 46 now. Oh shit, I could have took the 46. Ah, I smelled the same dead odor in Jersey. Know what to do, now you got me confused. Back down, Josephine. I mean, Josephine. Back down, St. Joseph's. The place to be. Did it my way. In my heart. Wannabe Mustangs. The original Mustang is better. $22.45. We're on St. Joseph Street, going into Charles, and then going back to Castleton. That's cute. This way to the boys' basketball game. Oh, those are EV charging stations. Okay, got them. They're safeguarded in there. Okay, instead of my pocket in case I sit. See what I mean? Our buses are labeled. When you get to the bus stop, they're labeled. And now we are in Port Richmond. Now we're going down Nicholas, and then Nicholas into Castleton, and then we're on our way home. Ooh, yeah. Oh, shit. Remember that area of the bridge that we were at where we saw this part right here, Castleton? Well, that's where we were. We were right there. We were right there. Right. Destination sign. See? If you look up there, that's where we were. We were right by that pole right there. Looking down Castleton Avenue. I guess it's a long walk back home, I guess, right? Huh. Oh. To hold on tight. Port Richmond after dark. Sharp. Looks pretty dull. Oh, Treadwell. Sharp is the next street. Wait, you got Treadwell, Sharp, and Faber. Yep, there it is. Hallelujah! New York after dark. I can see it now. I finally made it to Castleton Avenue. But God knows only where. God only knows where I'm going to go from here. And Faber. Can you do me a favor? Don't want to get cut. That's a good name brand tool. The Wilt. The Walt. All right, 2040, 2256. I'm back in Port Richmond. And we took that hike to Jersey. What a ride, though. And this is where I would have catched the bus to go to work. Anybody from the 121 out? No? This used to be a good store, man. Like I said, Port Richmond used to be the cleanest street to shop on, but now it's, look at it. I got my first pair of shoes here from a Tom McCann across the street. Zombie stage much? Holy shit, you're going past my old school. PS20. That used to be my school, bro. New Street and Park Avenue. Here we are standing right in front of my old school. PS20. This was the best school I ever went to, but I didn't go to this side. No, no, no. The best is yet to come. This is the new wing of PS20. The old wing of PS20 is right there. And rumor has it, when you entered that building, it's haunted. Let's take a closer look. It's supposed to be haunted. That's the schoolyard. The schoolyard used to be here. From here to here. But there was a hidden passageway in between these two buildings. That passageway wasn't there, is not there no more. But the schoolyard used to be cut off both of them because there used to be two of them on each side. Now if we go over here, this is the original entrance to PS20 before they even, and this is Gothic architecture at its best, because this used to be PS20 and this is the part of the school where I used to go to. Every day when I was a kid, I would go to PS20. The bus will take us right here to PS20. And we used to start at the old building and end up in that building right there. We had some fun times in this school. Now it's a elderly senior care, it's senior care for independent living. Now if you go around this school, you got the park. Now, every day when we come to school, the bus will leave us off right here. And if I can remember, Now back to the haunted part. The gym used to be on the top floor towards the attic, as you might say. Now the attic, from talks, they will say that the school was normally haunted. Now, there was rumors about this school being haunted before they converted it. Now, we're talking about the old part of PS20. We're not talking about the new part. But this building been in my history for years. Now, if we go down Herberton and go down this street, I do believe, Herberton and Veerland, we could be heading home in a matter of minutes. I don't know how far Cottage is going to take us, but Cottage could take us into a side street that could lead us to Richmond Terrace, I do believe. Jewett is not too far from here. Jewett, I think, is a block down. If I'm not mistaken, that street will take us right to Jewett. So once we get to Jewett, we should be either a left or a right, but we're going to go left. Ah, you can smell the death in the air. Whoa! Jewett Avenue. Jewett's right there. See? We take Bennett all the way down and we hit Jewett. We make a left, we'll be on Richmond Terrace. Avenue B. Don't you hate it? I started from Castleton and I made it down to Richmond Terrace. Here's Jewett. Now, Jewett Avenue. See how desolate and empty this street is? Wouldn't you be afraid to walk down this street? I would. But look at it. I'm walking down this street. I should be paranoid right about now. But yeah, it's just me. uh, uh. Rectum Street. So here we are crossing Rectum and Richmond Terrace. It's actually Rector Street, but I make fun of the street sometimes. I call it Rectum Street because it's funny. Maybe that's just me. Richmond Terrace and Rectum Street. All right. Get ready to see. You got love. Wait a minute. There's nobody here? I don't want to take that risk because it looks unsafe. Okay. Gee. There's a bus now. I better get soda because I forgot about that. We went from Trenta Place to Trinity. So we went from Trenta Place to Trinity. Why didn't I just walk down Castleton? They were looking at me weird because I got a camera on. Damn right I have a camera. Well, with 30 minutes, well, I'm a yard away from the project, so 2317, I am now approaching Trinity and Barker. Now I'm making a left onto Barker, and I'm making a right towards Alaska. Faded sign. No good. If you can't read signs, here's a better idea. The GPS knows where I am at all times. And then, whoop, there we go. We're on approach. We're on the corner of Trinity and Barker, and this side don't have a name because maybe it does, but I don't really care about that. All I know where I'm going, so don't treat me like a tourist. I didn't know Jersey by foot until I actually navigated through it, because I knew that section of Jersey just by reading a map. So if I know I'm near Alaska Street, then my house is to the right, not to the left. If you don't know where you live, then I don't know what to tell you. Was that a raccoon or a skunk? No, it's a cat. Raccoon! Now, remember that treat I was going to show you? Well, we're going to take the elevator up to the 8th floor, and we're going to see how much work they did in this building. Here we are at West Brighton Houses, I guess. We're in front of 820 Henderson, which is that. And we're going to tour that building if we could get into it. If not, oh well. There's other ways around it. Wow. Nice looking chair. Unfortunately, here's a shrine. Well, I live at the next building over, so I see a lot of these throughout each development. The scariest thing is the elevator. Their lobby doesn't look the same. They look the same as ours. So by the time we take the scary elevator up to the top floor, look like they did some of the buildings around here. Oh, it's very scary. Don't press 8. Is it safe to press 7? Now, we're in 810, 820 Henderson. It won't allow me to go up to the 8th floor, so we have to get up at 7 and walk up. So, this is what I like about exploring the building. This is extra credit. So, welcome to 820 Henderson Avenue. We're in the elevator. We're taking the elevator up to the 7th floor. And this is the 7th floor. Holy shit. Wow. Now look at that. Let's go up to the 8th floor. Looks like the stairway never changed. Looks like they're about to do the stairway. Wow. Look at it. This is the 8th floor. Wow. Seems like they're painting. Wow. Looked like they were doing the stairway too. We were already on the 7th floor. The stairway looks kind of creepy, but all our buildings are the same. See, the 6th floor. It's all the same. Looks like they're working on that apartment right there. did a beautiful job with the floor though, I like it. When the pieces start coming together, that's when you know it looks good, when it's starting to look good. So now, actually, this will take me to the rear entrance of the building. I want to get to the lobby. And then now here we are. Back to Deacon, New York. They put a padlock on it. I think somebody tried to get in already. All right, but let me get outside. All right. Now, when I get home, I gotta edit that out. But my building is not too far from where this building is. So 1077 is right up the block. But I see what this building looks like. So we're in for a rude awakening when they start working on our building. Because right now, they're already doing the painting on all of the floors. And they taped up all of our windows. Now, the only aggravating part during this renovation period is they taking up the elevator time. So that gets really aggravating in the morning. So as I end this little tour, from New Jersey we started, to West Brighton houses, well, what used to be West Brighton houses. We don't know what to call it yet. But you see all the old windows are leaving, and they're putting out those swing windows. So they're leaving one stationary window for the air conditioners, and they're leaving a vanity window. You can see what they're doing if you get a good grip on that. You can see that's what the new windows are looking like. So we're getting our new windows on the 3rd. So these are what the windows are going to look like. Now, technically, was asked this question: was I trespassing? The answer was yes, because I don't live in that building. I live in the building up there towards Castleton. Does people have a right to ask questions? Does people have a right to ask questions? Yeah, they do. I'll be asking those same questions if somebody I didn't recognize was in my building. Now, it's very quiet, it's desolate, and the police will usually be out. But look, the siding on this building is gone. See? So, technically, is this building finished? Technically not, because they still got to work on the laundry room, which is going to be there. And should I do 810 Henderson next? I don't know. But she was very conversative. She wanted me to get out of there really, really quickly. I was like, no. I'm not violating anything. I am looking around because they're working on my building now. They're working on my building now. So I'm going to see if the store's open up there. What time is it? Party's over. think I missed the festivities. It's like, no, I live in 1077. Like, I just came over here to look around because they're doing work in my building. Oh, the store's still open. I would give you the tour of my building. My building is a mess right now. But this is my building. So right after I come from the store, I'm going to go right into my building. And man, I'm going to be sleeping good tonight. So there you have it. After a series of editing and plus a sneak peek of 820 Henderson, we did a vertical in that building. But I see what it's going to look because all the pieces are starting to get put together between the floors and the ceiling and the tiling and the replacement of all the doors on the floor. That building, oh my God, I don't even have words for that building. What's the future for housing? I would never know. But we'll have to see when that time comes. But I know you followed me from Jersey, from Staten Island to Jersey, Jersey to Staten Island. We walked all over Port Richmond, and then we ended here at West Brighton Houses.